everyone, this is Carol Nicholson, Psychic Medium from Imagined Spirit. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about spirit boxes and if the spirits that we think are coming in on these transmissions are truly spirits. I believe they are. Now some people like to qualify their videos saying they're not sure what they're getting, but after doing this for a year and having been a psychic medium and knowing what to listen for, I truly believe that spirits are coming in. Now, I don't believe that it's aliens sitting in the mothership, twisting dials and levers and making, responses like the Great Oz. But I do believe that spirits are all around us all the time. That's what my career has shown me. And that they do want to communicate with us here on the other side. Some of the proof that I've received have been the actual voices of some of my loved ones who have crossed over. And when I heard those voices, I have to say I was totally shocked, but then it warmed my heart to know that they're around me. I have to admit, it took me several months to get those voices to come in. And when they did, I was totally unprepared for it. But it did happen, and I have them recorded. Now, I'm just going to show you what I use. I use the PSB7 Spirit Box, and here's a little speaker on this one to enhance it. Here's another Spirit Box I bought because I was so jazzed I had to have two. And I have the Alltech Lansing speaker, which is super, super loud. And so I have to put my digital recorder, because you always want to record your sessions pretty far away from the Alltech Lansing. I also use an audio editing program. There's a free one out there that a lot of people talk about, but the one I use is put out by Adobe Systems, and I think it's excellent. It's not that difficult to learn how to use. And when one records their session and loads it into their computer, then there comes the painstaking process of listening over and over again for possible spirit voices to happen in between the sweeps of the radio. Now, there are a lot of great videos out there on how to do a ghost box session, and I do have a series of 3 that I put out myself, so I won't go over that right now. I usually have a K2 meter when I do a session available. I also have an EMF pump, and to be perfectly frank, I don't know if it does anything or not, but I faithfully put it out. I usually have a glass of water with me because as a psychic medium I know that water is a conductor of energy, so I have a big glass of water with me when I do a session. And there are lots of other bells and whistles that you can have, plus tons of other spirit boxes, although I'm very frustrated that most of them now cannot be purchased because they've been altered by the manufacturer, which I think is sad. I'm really looking forward to a new model of the PSB7, and I think they're working on one right now. That's my intuition talking. That's nothing I've read or heard. Now, some of the voices that come through are voices that just seem to come through and say hello. They will say my name if I ask them to. Quite often they will tell me how many spirits are present. I have received a communication on a Civil War battlefield from a soldier who was asking who won the war, and a voice that answered they did. What made this so compelling was that I was on the Confederate line at that time. So evidently the spirit was confused, died suddenly, and sadly is still out there. I've received communications up at Hannigan's Meadow Lodge where my grandmother is said to haunt, and I did receive one, what I think was a response from her, but I hope that she has moved on, because it's kind of embarrassing to read about your own grandmother in people's books haunting a place. I've gotten a great response at the St. James Hotel in Cimarron, New Mexico, where outside of infamous room 18 a spirit told me to get out, and there were several other responses, including in the poker room across the way in the St. James. I've received very sad spirit responses from spirits crying out for help, and they are so gut-wrenching that it's very hard to listen to them. I've received responses from some spirits telling me to F off, and it doesn't bother me one bit. And unlike what some people claim, and you know TV is for entertainment, not every spirit that comes through that's angry is a demon. It just isn't. In fact, demons are very rare. Some of you may really differ with me on that, but really in my heart I believe a lot of it is just for entertainment and scaring people on TV. So eventually I will be getting all of these clips up onto a website, but for now, in this video that I'm going to be showing next, I want to show you that spirits do respond to us in real time. They can see us, even though seeing us for them is as difficult as us seeing them. Remember, there is a veil that separates the two worlds, the astral or spirit world, and then our 3D dimensional world here that we call Earth. Only kindly loving spirits are invited in. Only kindly loving spirits. Hello, hello, this is Carol. I'm contacting the spirit world. I would like you to tell me what I'm holding in my right hand. Can you tell me what I'm holding in my right hand? Can you see it? Can you please tell me what I'm holding in my right hand? Thank you. What color is it? What color is this thing in my hand? In my right hand. I'm turning it. Can you see what color it is? Please tell me. I want to prove that you're there. Can you tell me the color of this object? Okay. Thank you very much. I'm going to say goodbye now. You have to go through the box again. Thank you for coming tonight.